Rumor has it, Warner Bros. Is about to capitalize on one of their biggest hits in recent years. I'm Troy from Marks on Movies, and today we're talking about a possible expanding cinematic universe for Matt Reeves' The Batman. Now, on with the story. The link to the article I'm referencing from Bounding into Comics is linked in the video description. Rumor: Warner Bros. To expand and build on Matt Reeves' The Batman vision to an entire cinematic universe. A new rumor claims that Warner Bros. Discovery is not only moving forward with James Gunn's DC Universe slate, but will also expand Matt Reeves' Batman universe as well. This new rumor comes from scooper Grace Randolph, who shared on Twitter, quote, "I hear reports of building out the Reeves-verse are true with additional filmmakers." She added, quote, "I think that's crazy to have competing full-fledged cinematic universes," end quote.
Well.
It's shocking to me that Bounding into Comics, who I usually respect and believe, are using Grace freaking Randolph as a source for this entire article. She's not exactly the most well-respected, knowledgeable, credible source they could have cited, but here we are. However, if she is telling the truth and knows what the hell she's even talking about, I kind of agree and kind of don't. These won't be competing universes. Will Batman be in both universes? Sure. But this The Batman universe doesn't lend itself to bringing in Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, etc. This should only be a universe within Gotham City. It's Batman, his villains, maybe get the Bat family in there eventually. This isn't the same thing. And there will be two different Batmen. I don't think it's going to be that confusing, and it's definitely not going to, quote, compete. Anyway, back to the article. This rumor flies in the face of comments made by Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav, the Zaz, that he made in November 2022. He told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, "I think over the next few years, you're going to see a lot of growth and opportunity around DC. There's not going to be 4 Batmans. And so part of our strategy is drive the hell out of DC, which James and Peter are going to do. I think they've thrilled the fans. I think they're going to thrill you over a period of time," Zaslav concluded. We're about to get into the other comments made by James Gunn here in a minute, but this is already wrong. 4 Batmans? I mean, outside of a one-time deal in The Flash? No. But there are definitely going to be at least 2 Batmans. This was already stated by Gunn, saying that he's got a Batman story in the works, and Reeves' The Batman is going to be its own separate thing. Plus, with the Joker 2 coming out, we may see that grow and get another Batman in there. But getting back to the article, DC Studios CEO James Gunn also intimated that Matt Reeves' The Batman stories will be labeled as Elseworlds when he announced his slate for the DC Universe. Gunn explained, quote, "If something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds outside of the mainstream DCU continuity," end quote. However, Warner Bros. Discovery has already greenlit a TV series adjacent to Reeves' The Batman titled The Penguin, with Colin Farrell reprising his role as the titular character from the film. In April, the company specifically detailed that the, quote, DC Studios drama series continues the Batman epic crime saga that filmmaker Matt Reeves began with Warner Bros. Pictures' global blockbuster The Batman and centers on the character played by Farrell in the film, end quote. The teaser trailer also notes that it's, quote, "the next chapter in the Batman saga," end quote. On top of the Penguin TV series, a sequel to The Batman is also in development. The film was supposed to begin filming in November of this year, according to the film's producer, Michael Uslan, in a now-deleted Instagram post. However, shooting has been postponed to March 2024, according to Midgard Times, due to the ongoing Writers Guild of America strike. For all we know, that crap could drag out forever, and I'm willing to bet a substantial amount of money that it will get worse before it gets better, and lots of people will find themselves without a job at the end of this. But I digress. The outlet noted, quote, "The Batman Part 2 is now expected to begin filming in March of 2024 in London, UK. However, this delay is unlikely to have any impact on the release of the sequel. Batman Part 2 is currently scheduled to release on October 3rd, 2025, which is still more than 2 years from now, giving an ample amount of time to complete the production," end quote. Matt Reeves previously indicated that his Batman universe would run parallel with Gunn's DCU, telling Yahoo Entertainment in January, quote, "We've talked a few times. I'm supposed to get together with him and Peter sometime this month. They've been working feverishly on what they're doing, and I've been working hard with my partners on what we're doing, all our shows and stuff," end quote. He continued, quote, "So we're going to have a sit-down where we talk about everything that's going on and what the arcs of the two things are. I'm excited to hear about what they're doing. They have a big plan, and I have this big Batverse plan," Reeves asserted, quote, "It's just about us really getting to know each other. It's going to be fun," end quote. I think this would be great. Matt Reeves has ideas, and his first film was a hit. WBD is billions of dollars in debt right now, so they need hit after hit after hit. They just lost their ass with Black Adam, and then Shazam! Fury of the Gods, and then The Flash, and probably will with Aquaman 2. They need to sink their claws into anything that could even potentially make them money right now, and just go for it. I'm going to say that the issue with Black Adam was the interest in The Rock starting to wane a little bit. Also, Black Adam is a bit more on the obscure side, so this would have worked years ago when every comic book style movie was hot. But in today's times, people are way more picky. Right, Disney? Anyway, for Shazam 2, The Flash, and inevitably for Aquaman 2, people know that these are the dying embers of the tiny little fire that was the DC Extended Universe. It's dead. We're not getting any more. On top of that, public support is not behind the star of The Flash and one of the main actresses from Aquaman. I think you all know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into all that in this video. But back to The Batman. That movie focused on something we've never really seen before in any Batman film, his detective work. People can crap on the style, or the simplicity of certain riddles, or how the Riddler himself was a Reddit incel, but I thought that this was down, dirty, dark, gritty, and showed off Batman as the world's greatest detective, which is very unique for Batman live-action films. It's only been showcased in comics and cartoons thus far. Reeves also concentrated not just on the big, over-the-top, deep rogues gallery of the Riddler, the Penguin, the Joker, Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze, etc. The Batman looked more into the street-level, everyday crime of the roaming gangs, violence, corruption, and mafia crime families that run Gotham. Because of all that, the Penguin show could be very interesting. Plus, I love Colin Farrell and pretty much anything he's in. So, in closing, I am very much here for the Matt Reeves universe, quote-unquote, and as I mentioned earlier, I think this in no way will, quote, compete with what James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing with the DCU. This will be an Elseworlds universe, much like the cartoon films that DC does so damn well, and much like the Joker films. Will there be multiple Batmans? Sure. Will it be a big, confusing deal? Highly doubt it. And for once, WBD could actually make some much-needed money. If you all could you please comment down below with your thoughts on all this? Do you think this will happen? Do you like the idea of this happening? Do you like the films that DC's been putting out? And why do you think they've been flopping? Also, do you trust anything that Grace Randolph has to say?
Well.
Sound off in the comment section. Also, please share this video around everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I've been Troy from Arcs on Movies. I will see you next time.